folks, my name is Dayon. Today I'm going to be telling you the ins and outs of serving at Red Lobster. So a little bit of background, before I started as a server, I kind of thought it was like, I was a little bit skeptical. I didn't know if like serving could be a serious job or if it was like all fun and games like it was in like Princess and the Frog or Princess Tiana. But as I got hired and I was surrounded by professionals in the industry, I noticed that you can actually make it a lifelong career and you can actually make some really good money. So today I'm going to inform you on the skill requirements for the day-to-day basis of serving, the attitude you need to be good, and then the dedication needed as well. And this is going to come from the perspective of me, the current server, and Joey Jimenez, which is a current manager who I interviewed for this presentation. Okay, so the first slide I'm going to talk about are the skills that you need for day-to-day. The number one aspect of serving is going to be upselling. For those who don't know, that's recommending more expensive items, whether it be bar drinks, appetizers, sides, things like that. And the way this works best is you read a table, like how many are there, the occasion they're coming out for, things like that. Then you recommend based on the situation. So this helps with restaurant sales. It helps with each table's tickets go up, and it also helps to create a bond between each table and the server. That way, it's kind of like a win-win for all sides and everyone makes money. That's why it's the number one. But I would say the number two is multitasking. Here at Lobster, each server gets like 4 tables. I know you already know. 4 tables per section. I know 4 doesn't seem like a lot, but if you think about it, each server here has to do full service. So sometimes you might have to sit tables. You definitely have to talk, greet. You have to upsell to each table. You have to make salads, dress appetizers, dress food as well. So you have to think about that. You have to be able to jump between each step of service for 4 to 5 tables. So I think that's one of the most difficult parts of being a server. That's why good servers and bad servers, they kind of differentiate. And I think when I was doing research on waitersacademy.com, I learned that the best servers, like the ones who are out of this world, they always find a way to be busy. Even if there's like no tables in the restaurant, they're always doing something. So that's a way to show your colleagues and then your managers that you actually care about what you're doing. Okay, second I want to talk about the dedication of being a server. When I was looking at career addicts, it's kind of like Indeed. It's just about like each profession and how much they make. I learned that servers make more than 50% of the national average income, meaning like 50% of people working, servers are in the top 50. So if you think about it, it's honestly not just a fast money job. It can actually be serious, and you can make it a primary income. And if you think about it, a lot of the managers in these establishments also did start off as server. So it's like a stepping stone as well. Second up, I want to talk about memorization and focus. I know it doesn't really seem like it, but as a server, you have to memorize a lot of things, like an ever-changing menu, things like that. I myself have taken a party of 30 by myself, one of the craziest things I've ever done. And that's like 30 different drinks, 30 different people yelling at you at the same time, 30 different plates you have to memorize who got what and where got where. And I'll say, yeah, those are the top 2 just because they're kind of the hardest things to focus on. And then lastly, I want to talk about the attitude you need to be a good server. I would say no matter the situation, like even if all your tables are mad, the kitchen's taking forever, or if you're working with someone you don't like, you always have to be optimistic. So that's the number one trick. So my manager Joey, before he clocks in any server or he opens their section for the day, he makes sure that their aprons look nice, their shirts look nice, their hair is good, their smiles look good, and that they know like the sales goal for the day. So that way, by the time they go outside and start talking to guests, they're in a good mood and they're ready to start the shift. Because since servers are the face of the restaurant, we want to make sure that once they go into the actual dining room floor, they're ready to give a good atmosphere to guests and make them feel welcome and ready to come back. And then another trait I would say is pretty important is patience, obviously, because when you make guests feel wanted, you give them grace, you say thank you, you're just very grateful for them coming in and spending money with us, then they'll want to come back. Yes, we have good food. Obviously, that's why people come here, is to eat. But when you give them like kind, good service and you're on top of everything, it's quick, that's why they choose us over different Red Lobsters, and that's why like some people will choose you as a server over other servers. And that also brings money in your pocket, which is pretty important. Okay, so those are the top 3 aspects I would say make you a good server. Just reminding in case you forgot, it's a good attitude, it's meeting the daily skill requirements, and it is also being dedicated to your job. So I want to thank y'all for listening. And I hope this makes you a better server, or if you're not going into the service industry, I hope this makes you a better customer because you know what we have to go through. It's kind of crazy. So thank you so much. Thank you. Any thoughts?